together to appreciate our friends, our families, and our good health. Well, here's a story of a New Jersey teenager whose health wasn't so good, but whose courage was unmatchable. Alexandra Beden of Voorhees, New Jersey, led the life of a normal teenager. She had a loving mother and father, lots Alex, older sister Nicole, or Nikki, and Jen, the youngest sister. But when Alex was only 9, she had a malignant tumor removed from her lung. A few years later, the tumor had spread, and she was diagnosed with a rare form of intestinal cancer.
I knew, I think, that a miracle was going to happen, or that for some reason she was going to get better.
Thinking her days were numbered, Alex wanted to make a statement with her remaining time.
She just started not to worry what other people thought about her. And when she was sick, she would say exactly what was on her mind.
Alex decided to keep a journal of her thoughts. Jen reads one of her sister's entries.
I've never asked why me. I've always held my head high and accepted that this is something that happened that I have to deal with. I can't just put my life on pause and wait for this to be over. It's a part of my life now that I have to deal with.
Alex's courageous outlook immediately.
We never talked about dying or death or anything like that. But then when she got sick, it kind of came common that we talk about it a lot. I think it really did help me mature more and understand more things and be able to talk about death more.
By her talking about it and by her being so strong about it, it really made everything, that possibility that death was very a real possibility in her situation. She made me feel comfortable, and her comfort with her situation and her cancer and her death was what helped us through it, I think.
Sister Nikki shares more of Alex's written thoughts.
Some right there in the middle. And along this journey you have a mission. And while you are on this journey to complete your mission, I think you should try to reach out and touch as many people as you can. My particular journey seems as if it ends shortly. We do not know how shortly, but my health is failing. And I know this sickness has done some good. Leave this body, this shell, and my spirit, my soul, will go to heaven with God. And I will feel no pain or suffering. All I will feel is complete love and warmth and happiness.
Alex died in her mother's arms on December 27, 2000. Alex may be gone, but she's for her family.
We went shopping for Christmas presents. She wanted to get a couple Christmas presents, and she bought 2 easels, and she wanted to start painting right before she died.
And now I inherited her painting stuff, and I paint pictures and things.
Alex left Nikki her cello.
It symbolizes her passion, and a big part of her was her music.
We invited some of her friends to share some of what they learned through Alex's courage.
The funny thing is, she held me and she said, "Don't be upset, I don't want you to be upset." And she was the one with the disease, not me. And she was only worried about someone else, not herself.
It made me appreciate things. The parents that care about us, to have a roof over our head.
Strength doesn't have to come in like a big guy type thing. Like, it can come in like a 70-pound teenager.
It really puts things into perspective. Like, all the little problems that you think are so big, they just make everything so small.
It made me just realize that I need to live every day to the fun happen to you.
Neighbor Jessica Bacon was Alex's closest confidant.
No matter how hard or how bad things look, like, you can always still be happy, I think, is the greatest lesson that I learned from her.
Jessica is still a regular in the Beden household.
I see this family maybe once a week, twice a week, on the weekends. Alex's mom is like my second mom. I love her. I don't have a sister, so I consider these 2 girls my sisters.
Jessica shares an excerpt from one of Alex's final entries in her journal.
Most likely this will be my last Christmas. I'm sad I probably won't be able to watch little Julia grow up. I will most likely never fall in love and never wear that Vera Wang wedding dress. But you know what? I never really thought about that part of growing up anyway. The wedding and having kids and that sort of stuff. I guess it was a good thing. I never planned on having kids. But I had planned on spoiling Nicole and Jen's kids. I guess we'll just have to settle for being their guardian angels.